Okay, so I'm going to try to brush hog the cornfield, and we went in the garage to try to start up the old tractor, but it had a flat tire, it had no diesel, the starter wouldn't work, and now I'm trying to hook this brush hog up. So it's like, there's always something, and this took like Hollywood magic. This wasn't lined up. This took like 10 minutes to line this thing up. So we finally got this up, and I'm going to see if it rotates. I greased it up. I had some WD-40 and I greased it up. If this thing all works, it'll be a miracle. I always lose my pins, so I kind of made one and bent it to fit this pin here, but this is how I keep my pin in from losing my pin. That's bent, a fake pin. Okay. See if it spins. Never want to start engaging the PTO at a high RPM because it'll clunk and it'll kick in. So I always start with a lower RPM until it starts spinning. I think that blades are turning, baby. All right, let's go cut. With your equipment, when you're out here working in your field and you're away from your tools, you're away from your garage, never shut your equipment off. I don't give a crap if you got to go back and get gas, diesel, and come back and fill up. But when you're working out here and you can get an old piece of equipment running, don't shut it off if you got to do something. Let it sit there and run until you are done and it's back in your garage or parked for the day, because it always breaks and it won't restart, so let it run the whole time. Okay, so we're at the cornfield. This is my first cornfield, and it's about an acre, just shy of an acre, and I'm going to try to brush hog this corn, and I want to get this corn chopped up into nothing. We want to try to get this back to dirt as much as possible, so let's see what happens here. It only took like 10 or 15 minutes. Yeah, right. It's almost dark. It took forever. I would say it took a couple hours going back and forth chopping this corn up. It's almost dark. I thought I would have had enough time to do both fields, but no. This thing, it's only an acre, but man, it's a lot of back and forth trying to get this stuff chopped up and cut. And the brush hog was like dragging behind and making big piles of corn stalks behind it, so I had to keep lifting the deck up and down to unclog it. And if I lifted it too high, it just knocked it down. It wouldn't chop it up like grass. So you can see how it's scalped a couple times out here. I had to have the deck low enough to where it would actually chop it all up like a lawnmower. So this will decay before springtime when I got to replant this field. So middle of March, this one's done, and hopefully all this stuff just turns to mush. And I can come back with the little disc I got for this tractor, a 4-footer, and start a whole nother field. But I'll make it home just before dark.